Okay, let's see what Musical Meows and Candied Lemons sent. Let's see, I'm not used to cutting through duct tape. I'm used to packing tape where if you just break it a little bit, the whole thing rips. I guess that's the advantage of duct tape, that it doesn't do that. Alright. To Andrea, open this way high for Musical Meows and Candied Lemons. Maybe these stickers can be used on dolls. The first thing is, stickers like this are actually really fun to put on doll jackets like they're pins. I like doing that. Okay. So let's see. Ooh. Princess Diana. That's one I've never seen before. Definitely not in person. I actually don't have many Barbie hairbrushes anymore. Okay. You have put so much more effort into packaging this stuff than I ever put. I tend to just shove things in boxes and I send them to people. Not the most elegant box sender. I guess, you know, I love old Dress Me Doll heads. Ah! I've never seen a clothespin doll made quite like this, with the clothespins cut apart. That's interesting. Someone put a lot of effort into gluing that hair on. And it says, "For Jenna." Maybe. Wait. Actually, I cannot read what that says, besides "for." Made by Paula in '83. Interesting. Handmade doll history. Things on craft picks, I'd say. Oh, those tiny, tiny doll heads. I have seen these for years. The Blythe people used to get these and make like flower crowns for Blythe. Only instead of flower crowns, they were all these tiny, tiny doll heads. Because that was actually before flower crowns were trendy. And I admit, I've always thought if I got some of these heads, I might make that kind of crown out of them too. Because they are totally worth preserving as they are with their weird small paints. Cool, thank you. I'm trying not to poke out and feel around these packages to figure out what's in them before I open them. I can be bad that way. The last year my mom put all the presents under the tree out early. I figured out all but one of them by Christmas, so. Simba Toys Steffi Love, the German fashion doll. This is her older head sculpt, which I prefer over her new modern smiling head sculpt. So she will be fun to play with. she's kind of vaguely along the lines. She's in that whole spectrum of Creata to Betty Teen. A lot of people think their sculpts look the same, but once you get them compared to each other, they don't. So I need to get her on a body. I think she'll match a Liv. And get her to pose with, even though my Betty Teen is repainted, I do like the stylized paint on a Steffi Love. So I get her with the Betty Teen and Creata dolls. Group photo. And this is, I think, a Sandy Totsie or Flair, but I'm not sure. She doesn't say Totsie in the back. One of those Barbie-like dolls that were everywhere in the 80s and 90s. This is lucky. Fashion Corners was, when I was a kid in like 87, 88-ish, Big Lots. Big Lots was new to the area. They had so many of these dolls. The Lucky Fashion Corners dolls. And I think they were called Fashion Corner. I know Lucky Industries made them. And a lot of them at the time were like wearing knockoff Gem or Barbie and the Rockers clothes, and then you could get outfits sold separately for them that were just low quality with these really wild, like jacquard lame and just the weirdest cloth. So that's nostalgia. I was always a little weirded out by her dimples, though. And I have to make sure I don't drop any of these or else the cats might eat them, and then that would be bad. Although Flu has gone away now, she's decided I'm not worth biting, I guess. Star Team Stacy. Possibly We Three Friends, but I think Star Team Stacy. Because Star Team Stacy had a half-articulated body. Good old Liv with nice hazel eyes. And oh, another 1987 Christie face. So that's cool. The only one of these I have right now I repainted and rerooted. Because she had terrible hair and the enormous eyes that really aren't my thing, but her face is a little more restrained. So that's cool. I think I have a body that's shorter here. Of course, they might be competing for a body. And I'm not looking at the screen, so I don't even know if you saw it. Frost. Which now I am tempted to paint all of these spare DC Superhero Girl heads in that Glitterville style. So you'd have like a pumpkin or scarecrow, and this one would be a ghost. Maybe. It's a thought. I think this is Batgirl. DC Superhero Girl with human skin tone. I'm trying to open the little packages first before I get to the dolls that are in there. And I hope this crinkling isn't too loud. This seems to have hands in it, yes. Big, strong man hands. And, more graceful. Although, I'm trying to imagine. I know that these would go with, like, fake porcelain-type dolls, and they would be cloth to here, but just imagine these coming straight out of the shoulder. That's, that's pretty funny. But yes, it's nice to have hands. They can be cut off and modified and put onto bodies. And I tend to lack hands. Alright, I'm going to move this. I'm going to drop all these back in the box, all the twist ties. I can't read that. Hold on. Disney Pixar. So it's something Disney Pixar that I don't recognize at all. So if you know, let me know. Oh! Hairdorables. This is the first Hairdorables head I've ever had. I have the Spirit Riding Free head that is very similar. I don't know if I have it anymore. It's made by the same company and it's very similar to Hairdorables, the way it's sculpted and painted. So cool, I can play with Hairdorables now. Actually have a little body that might work with this. Alright, I gotta keep... Stop thinking ahead. I think this is the last package. Was this the Revival Strawberry Shortcake? Her hair colors. Oh yeah. Yeah, she definitely has a smell. This hair color is fantastic. This is what I want my hair color to be, and then it fades after about a week. So that's cool. She and the Hairdorables might be fighting for a body. Oh, another one. Also great hair color. I suspect this is a glow in the dark here. That just looks like glow in the dark, but it might not be. And Winx Techna. I have not had the new Winx Techna. I used to, way back when the first Winx dolls came to America, the Mattel Winx, about... Is it Techna? No, Techna was the one with pink hair. Alright, whichever Winx this is, I bought the blue-haired one back then because that was my blue-haired doll phase, and I had not had the Revival Jack-specific head. So this will be fun to get her hair fixed up. I might repaint her. And put this head on a body and enjoy the blue hair. Okay, now we have dolls and dolls parts. Like, is this Mrs. Claus? Yeah, it's supposed to be Mrs. Claus. She has a great expression. Can you see it through the plastic? I love dolls that just look so done. You know, it's real tempting, after all the work I did to it, to take that Hujo Freya head off the Mimi Bobek body and see how this head looks. Of course, this head would probably look better, and the original Mimi Bobek neck connector would have worked perfectly with her. Oh well, we'll see. Who is that? Alright, my celebrity head sculpt knowledge is breaking down. I'm assuming that this is a celebrity head sculpt. Copyright 2017 Mattel. I don't know who she is, so if you know, let me know. This is Darcy. Yes, Darcy CoverGirl. For a Darcy CoverGirl, she is in really good... I don't care if she's missing a hand because she does not have the green stains. I know I had a Darcy CoverGirl body that I think was missing this hand and still had that hand. And was full of it. See, there's a little bit of the green stain. They have the green stains because they have brass on their joints. And once that brass starts oxidizing, the verdigris just migrates through the vinyl happily and stains everything. But since she doesn't have too many stains, and I might be able to replace her hand, might be a good Darcy to work with. So I think this is Project MC Squared on articulated old gymnast Barbie body. And Midge. Midge has some paint scuffs, but I can work with her. This is actually my first vintage Midge. I'm pretty sure I can clean her up without destroying her paint too much. Looks like her lips are faded, would need to be repainted anyway. So my Barbie can have a friend. Cool. Oh hey, her body. Now, this is pretty easy to put back together. I'll probably take the clothes off of her. Just because it's actually pretty easy. It looks like this was attempted to be hot glued. If you can get the elastic looped through, there's a bar in there, you can loop it through and then buck out through the head and then tie a knot and stuff the knot up inside. So she is repairable. Oh, is this her body? Might be. It doesn't say Lucky on it anywhere. It could be. Could be Steffi Love's body. Could be her body. This is one of these bodies. I say, I'm pretty sure I'm putting Steffi Love on Liv, or possibly even Barbie. Okay, I do see that Midge has a neck split, but I'm pretty sure there are lots of advice and tutorials on how to fix that. Who is... Oh, Boxy Girls heads with more fantastic hair colors. And these should be interesting to repaint because their faces are so big. Might do more of that pose doll style. Although Tiffy did slight repaints on them, she just repainted their lips, so the lips looked even more square with the whole box theme, and they actually looked really good. So, something else to work with. Okay, this is somebody else's body, one of these bodies. Matches her as well as anything. So I can give the bodies the appropriate heads. Here's a necklace. Here's, oh, that's, I know who this is, I just can't think of it. Because I'm not super versed in vintage anime and manga. But I'm pretty sure this is an actual character. Again, I'm sure people will let me know, and I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, I can't resist. Yeah, alright, I think I can work with this as far as getting it onto a modern body. Yeah, could hide stuff in there. Alright, this is Betty Teen. Might not be, oh yeah, it does say Tong. So yes, this is an actual Betty Teen. Like I said, there's that whole Betty Teen, Steffi Love, and the last doll in the box, Creata. Spectrum. The people tend to think these dolls are the same when they don't see them next to each other. And like I've said before, I had Creata dolls when I was a little kid in the early 80s, like around 1982-83. Lizette here, exactly, with her purple hair. This was the first time I'd ever seen purple hair. It was just so amazing to me as a kid. And so I don't get them confused because this is a face. Sorry for poking her on the forehead. This is a face from my childhood. These two are still faces I'm getting to know. So I like having this Betty Teen that I did not repaint. Thank you. So I will get these. I actually have a Lizette on a Barbie body, and I recurled her hair, but this will give me one. Her hair is actually in better curl than the one that I thrifted. So this will give me something to play with. And, well, the rain is really picking up. And that's the end of the box. Thank you. That's just about everything. A completely unexpected surprise. And thank you so much. And again, if anybody knows what these things are that I can identify, identification would be appreciated. And this is going to give me stuff to do for quite a while. Thanks so much.